everybody. Got another stream today. I'm getting in the swing of things. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to be working on a spreadsheet. Came from this idea I had about Jackbox party games. So the problem is the choice overload, right? There's 8 Jackbox party packs, and there's one coming out this year. It's going to be great. I have 1 through 8, but knowing where to start, knowing where the people you're with right at the moment, what do they want to do? They want to do trivia, they want to do drawing. It's a little hard to narrow down. Maybe people want to defuse the bomb, who knows? But I had this idea, so I thought I'd give it a try live on the stream, making a spreadsheet. So we're going to start with a spreadsheet. I started a blank spreadsheet. Actually, I copied and pasted this from an email that they had sent me, which kind of kicked this whole thing off. In the middle of the email, it says, the Jackbox Party Starter is the answer to the question, which Jackbox game should we play if we're new to Jackbox? It's the game you pop on when nothing else is on TV. It's the light to your sparkler and the sugar to your cookies. I want to change that a little bit. I want to say, yes, if we're new, but which Jackbox game should we play right now? So we're going to start with a blank spreadsheet. I'm going to do a couple tricks here. One thing I like to do is to be able to search. I've done this on a bunch of my spreadsheets. I'm going to kind of copy that formula here, and you need 2 things. You need a sheet that is your search sheet, and you need a sheet that is your database sheet. They're going to be kind of copies of each other. So what I'll usually do is I'll just start with one sheet, and we're going to put in some information. We're going to put in the name of the game. We're going to put in the type. We'll put in number of players and party pack number. I'm really into the way everything looks. My preferences are everything's centered, everything's middle aligned, and the text wrapping overflow is fine. That's just if like type too much, it'll just overflow out of the cell. If you write something in the next cell, it overwrites that. Another little thing I like to do here is to pull this control down. This allows this top row, when you start scrolling down, if I put some data here, you can see that as I scroll, that top set of data stays as the header. It's called freeze row or something. You can also find it on the right click context menu. You can unfreeze, you can freeze. Typically, I find it's just the top row. Sometimes it's, depending on what you're trying to do, maybe it's also the first column. Your mileage may vary. So what I'm going to do, make sure I'm sending the right information to the stream. Yep, looks good. I'm going to start by gathering the names of all of the Jackbox party packs. And by the way, you're not going to have to do this. I'm going to make this available as a link that you can copy. You'll be able to go to this link and go make a copy and take your own copy of it. Oh yeah, I'm going to call this my Jackbox Party Starter Spreadsheet. They had, the Jackbox Party Starter, but this is going to be my Jackbox Party Starter. So, like I said, I own 1 through 8, so I'm going to be getting names actually already have in a separate spreadsheet, so I'm just kind of copying and pasting those over. You may notice in this case that you don't know Jack 2015 doesn't fit left to right. If you go to this spot between these two columns and double click, it automatically opens that up, which is nice. So I've got some of this information, like I said, in a different spreadsheet already, so I'm just copying and pasting it over. This is party pack 1. So actually, this is going to be the database. All right. And I'm just going to get the rest of what I already have in here. All right. Now we've got some data. Oh, you know what? I also want to do the rating. So I'm just going to move a column over here. Another thing, this is just me, but I don't like for there to be like tons of columns and rows. I tend to just delete the ones that I don't need. I'm gonna need more rows in this, but I'm just gonna demonstrate something a bit later. Clean this up a bit like that. Call it rating. I don't have all the ratings for all these, as you're about to see. Okay, another little note. When I pasted this, for some reason it lost its formatting from my other sheet. There's options down here to change to values only, format only. I believe the default is format, but for some reason the format didn't come. So I'm, instead of hitting Control V, I'm hitting Control Shift V, which tells Chrome to paste text only. Get rid of all the formatting and just paste the text. So if you had copied something, let's say it was bold, and you pasted it, with Control V it comes bold, but with Control Shift V it comes as plain text. So again, let's say you had changed the font, right? Now these cells both have the same font. If I Control C, Control V this, it overwrites that. But if I Control Shift V, it keeps that formatting. Now I'm gonna wonder why these were formatted that way. So I'm gonna overwrite that. Okay. So far we've got party packs 1 through 5 because that is what I had preloaded. I'm gonna get jackboxgames.com. Let's see if I pull this over here, does it show up in the right place? Yeah. So Jackbox Party Pack 6, we got Trivia Murder Party 2. Here again, I'm going to use the Control Shift V because if I use the regular Control V, it's going to paint really weird. All models, Joke Boat, Dictionarium. Oh no, I need more rows. Let's see, what do I need? One more row? I can use this button right here, add one row. Push the button. Okay. Now I'm going to get any other info I can about game. Whoopsie. Role models. 3 to 6 players. Oh, these see what I did here? But here I got the wrong format. I'm going to use another keyboard shortcut. I copied this cell, but I'm going to use Control-Alt-V, which actually pastes the format. You forget these are all listed like in a lot of the context menus. So Control-Alt-V, format only. Control-Shift-V, values only. I'm also noticing, and this is just me, that on their website they used 1-8. So you'll notice there's a lot of 1-8s, but this character is not lighting up my... Oh, there's only one other 1-8, that's fine. So I'm going to actually use the N-, which denotes a range of numbers. Probably just a me thing, but there it is. I have to go in and hit Alt-0150 to get the N-. If you want the N-, it's Alt-0151. There we go. M-. 0150. M-. Not to be confused with Python. Okay. Let's see. Dictionarium. 8 players. Click the button. 4 to 10 players. Okay. Trivia Murder Party is trivia. Role models. Offbeat personality test. Role models. Find out who you really are, or at least what your friends think of you. Yeah, how... I wonder if there's another way to describe role model. Let me see how I listed some of these other ones. So drawing, drawful, easy. Lie swatter, trivia, yeah. Word spud, words. You don't know Jack, trivia, fibbage, lies. Idiots, drawing. That's like the main game mechanic. Bomb Corp, co-op. Co-op and what else should like real-time co-op? It'd be hard to do this one on a stream because of the delay. Earwax is a game about sound, so I put sound effects. Fibbage 2, lies. Quiplash, words and phrases. Faking it, lies? Yeah, I don't think I've played too much faking it. Espionage, guessing. Quiplash 2, words and phrases. TKO, drawing. Trivia Murder Party, trivia. Racketeering. Yeah, I didn't have a... type for that one. Monster Seeking Monster. I recently played this one for the first time, and I'm trying to remember. It's, I don't know. Let me see what happens to their website. Right. Monster Seeking Monster is Party Pack 4. The spooky date-a-thon where you message and date fellow monsters with special powers. It's a little bit like the game Werewolf, where you have to like figure out, or Mafia, where you have to like figure out who you're trying to avoid and stay alive. Type. I'm gonna put Mafia-like? Question mark? Racketeering, the deranged debate match where you place smart bets on stupid arguments. Yeah, I don't know that I've played this or see it played. I don't know if I have a good description of it. But let's see here. Role models. Okay, so going back to role models, we need to figure out personality test is good enough. This is like Jokeboat is kind of like kind of like improv. One-liners, yeah. Weird word circus dictionarium. May the funniest definition win. Dictionarium. Let me see. Can I launch things right now? Oh, how many players? I won't be able to start it. Yeah. Oh, it's got its own page. Sweet. Yeah, let's watch this. I don't actually know if I'm sending that audio. Yeah, so you have to like create a definition based on a made-up word, and then make a made-up word based on a definition. So it's almost like telephone. It's like make words and meaning, I guess. Whoop. Say words and meanings. That's good enough. Push the button is, I hesitate to say Among Us like. I'm just gonna write sus. Oh, excuse me. More coffee. My avatar does funny things when I block the camera with like my coffee mug. And then he kind of freaks out. All right, so we got all of those. What we could do at some point too is like take the links to all the pages, press Control K, paste the link, and that puts it on that cell. But that particular piece of information will be lost when we go to the search side. So I'm not sure if I want to do that there or make another column. I'll just leave that there for now. Let's get about 10 more rows. Go back to games. Party Pack 7. Alright. Got Quiplash 3. Devils and the Details. Champed Up. Talking Points. Blather Round. Okay. Number of players. I'm just going to start the same. 3 to 8. Camped Up. 3 to 8. Talking Point. 3 to 8. Blather Round. 2 to 6. I already have 2 to 6. No, Alright, I did notice some of my formatting is messed up here, so I'm gonna Control Alt P format. There we go. Just get it all at once. Perfect. 7. I'm kind of regretting having the word players in here now. It's just a wall of players. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna define a replace for space players, matching the case, and replace with nothing. Let's see what happens. 35. Count 21. Oh, whoops. Hey, perfect. So again, Control H is find and replace. Control F is find. You can also get there from that little 3 dot. I did space players. The space narrows it down. Well, the space includes the space in the search, so when I replace it with nothing, it takes that space out. Probably most people would just search players and there would just be space at the end of the text, but that bothered me. And then match case, just make sure that this players doesn't get replaced. So replace 35, and then I just double check to see that selecting those 35 Down here on the count gives me 35. All right, Quiplash 3. We already know from the other Quiplashes that this is words and phrases. The devils and the details. Yeah, this is an interesting one. It's almost like a strategy game. Oh, this is a cool picture. Just denying this in the background to see if I can get a bigger version of it. Biggest image. It's kind of a small picture. A little too small to be a background image. So in The Devil's in the Details, you use your phone to tap, swipe, spin, and scrub your way through a fast and furious project timed household task. So it's like task, like it's almost like WarioWare. Yeah, I'm just gonna put tasks. Let's go back. Amped up. Drawing fighting game. Create absurd characters will battle over. I'm just going to put drawing. Talking point. Public speaking game talking point. Give a speech responding to picture slides you've never seen before. Will be the assistant and approve pictures as fast as you can. Just keep talking whether it makes sense or not. Public speaking, I guess. Blather around. The pop culture guessing game. Describe your secret prompt with a very limited vocabulary and hope that someone can figure it out. It's a good, fun time experience. Guessing, I guess. Hey, I already have one that was guessing. Nice. Okay. Back. Get 8 in here. Drawful animate. Job. The pole mine. Weapons drawn. And the wheel of enormous proportion. Interestingly, this page does not list the number of players for each game. Let's see if this page does. Way down here. 3 to 10. Drawing game. Job. Interview questions. What are some of the questions I can't remember? Other people's words. Answer interview questions. For the job. Yeah, this is like I feel like this is like a words and phrases kind of game. Let's see. Pull mine. But it's a survey game. Survey results guessing. Players individually rank their choices to a difficult question, then must guess how the group answered as a whole. Yeah. Oops. Hey, come on. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is get the number of players for Jackbox. 3 to 10. This became a data type. That's not cool. Let's fix that. I'm gonna format it. Number automatic. See, no. I'm gonna repaste this here. I don't know why it became. Just make it plain text. There we go. Nope. Make this plain text. There we go. That's super weird. Here's word again. Yeah, I'm just going to format the full column as plain text. Maybe that will help. Alright, poll mind. Number of players 2 to 10. Weapons drawn. Number of players 4 to 8. Let's see what's going on here. Somehow, my preferred font did not get set along the whole. Space there. Okay, wheel is 3 to 8. Okay, this is trivia. Trivia plus a chance? So we've got a good data set here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. And put all this on insert. And the very first thing I'm going to do, even though I just duplicated this, is delete all the data. You'll see why. I also want to add a row above here. And this is going to be where we type in our search. Then I want to use a formula called import range. Right one. Check my other. Let me check my other. Oh, I did it a different way on this one. There's a bunch of different ways to do this. Let me see how I did it on a different. Hang on, I'm sorry. I gotta find this spreadsheet, see how I did it. Let me see here. Okay, yes, it is import range. It's just going to be the same URL that we're on now. I need to include the DID. The range is going to be database. Just say database A to Z. And we should see this populate here. That's kind of weird, but whatever. I just need to connect the sheets, even though it's the exact same sheet. And you'll see it didn't even matter that I don't even have to Z, because it's just automatically pulling in whatever. It's also, because I did A to Z, it is going to expand the rows down, which I kind of hate. And I think if I delete these, it will at some point just re-overwrite it when it rechecks the search. Now, we're going to want to protect this data, because although deleting does nothing, it just re-brings it in. If you write something down here, it breaks. So we're going to use protect sheet, and we're going to say accept certain cells, and we're going to select those cells to be the top row. Okay, and we're just going to say doesn't matter, not edit. Set permissions. We're going to just show a warning, because restricting it to only you when you take a copy of this, that's not going to help anything. You want to show a warning so that if you forget and you start to edit it, it tells you, hey, you're not supposed to do that. And you go, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to do that. What we're then going to do is, I like to color these as like input colors, so I usually use like a blue. Maybe this blue, yeah. That's okay, I'm hiding this column, it's giving me that warning, but that's fine. If I remember, we'll get into why later. Now what we want to do is to be able to search. I'm also going to hide this. I could actually make this formula here, and I'll get more what I'm looking for, but I think I actually want it this way, because we are going to do, we can do a couple things. We can do a filter. We can do a filter view even. And you actually can do a filter view on the database side too. So let's start by filtering draw. Now this by default does nothing. But what we're actually going to do is create a query outside of the import range. Now the import range becomes the data, and comma, the next thing is the query. You have to know a little bit of SQL. We're going to say select all where let's see here. Lower. Let's see here. We like lower Okay, I was worried this would happen. In some cases you can use the column name, but for some reason we switched styles and we're going to actually use the column number. So from left to right, A being column 1, B being column 2. So now you should get not A2, B1, duh. Okay, so now when we type draw, we're getting all the drawing ones. If they're out, then it shows the rest. Now what I want to do, this might be a little tricky. I want to say I have 5 players. Okay. This is where it gets into a bunch of tricky logic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use Alt-Enter to make the query on the next line, which doesn't affect anything. And then I need to do a couple of conditional statements. So I'm going to end the first part of the query here, an ampersand. I'm going to put a statement. Count if P1 to P1 not equal to blank. And what does that value do? Oops. Evaluate an error or something? Why is it not working? Sometimes you just have to make an error happen. Count if all right, need to take this and find out what here is. There we go. That's what I needed. Now it's 0. What if there was like a bunch of things here? Okay, perfect. So let's undo till we have this. And this. That. Okay, then we got a comma. Value if true. So if this is greater than 0, we want to select, we want to do like a where statement, right? Else, we want to just do nothing. Okay, let's give that a try. You know what? It just hit me. We don't even have to import the range. How can we do B? I need to get fancy there, not to have to use import range, but apparently I need to look up how that stuff works. Not sure why it's not loading now. Oh. All right, now we can put in a little logic here. Where and if A1 is not equal to blank, then we'll do lower call 1 blank lower. A1 piece. Oh, nothing. And if A1 is not equal to this. What? Why does this look like a sad face? Huh. What do we get wrong here? Oh, first of all. Yeah. Where did the... Oh, I think I just need... Is that right? That's that. From. What is from? And if I do oh, the thing. Oh, I see. Okay. This one, we're gonna have to do some trickery. We'll come back to it. E. And finally for E. Okay, so if I do nothing, it should show everything. If I type in a partial name, it does that. I want to do trivia. People want to do trivia. Now I'm going to do something else kind of cool here. I'm going to do data validation, list from range, and it's going to be B or B. And now we have a drop down of all the things listed below. Unfortunately, they're not in order, but you can easily just select one. Now you do have to delete to get the list back, which is kind of unfortunate, but we could get around that. We could say the range is database B4 to B. Now this will actually be B2 to B because it starts there. So now when we go to trivia, we don't lose that. We can now, can't do that one yet. Okay, what happens? Value. Let's do this. Where on 5 equals what happened? Something weird happened. There you go, now you can search by party pack. So some more features I want to add to this. I'm not quite ready to release it. I will send out a tweet when it's released and you'll be able to copy it and everything. Don't know if I'll stream how I did the rest of it, but it'll all be in the spreadsheet, so those who are interested to reverse engineer it or just peek behind the code can just kind of click around and find those little things. I've got to call it quits here for breakfast is calling my name. Thanks for watching. Let's see, do I have a cool... Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now.